The gardens are slowly coming on. I'm just going to do a quick overview. Weeds, weeds, weeds. I've got a lot of weed cleaning up to do. We do have different things like kales, strawberries, turnip greens and turnips, potatoes, peppers, different odds and ends. I've got Brussels sprouts coming up. Those are Brussels sprouts there. And then in the same area, I've also got marigolds and little green bunch onions and some tomato seeds. And on that side is some squash. I forget what kind of squash that is, but there's also potatoes under there. And in here, I guess you can see I've got some squashes popped up. Some little squash plants all in there. I've got basil. Got a lot of basil, like right there. Different basil plants everywhere. Lettuces, sweet potatoes, regular onions, more turnips and turnip greens. We've got some kohlrabi out here as well. And this one I've got Brussels sprouts, and little Brussels sprouts are already sprouting up. Let's see if you can see some of those little Brussels sprouts. See, there's a couple of them there. But this whole 4x8 here is Brussels sprouts, and they're slowly coming on. And this one right here, I've got some bell peppers. Bugs or slugs have eaten some of them. And here I've got some onions and other odds and ends. You can see the onion tops. Those are red onions, big red onions. I've also got, on that side is where I planted the beets. The beets are not coming up yet. Over in that one I've got potatoes. And some of the potato tops have come up, but I may need to get in there and investigate, see what's going on under those leaves. Down around the bottoms, down here, I've got some, these are beans, but these are bush beans. I had to put down more seed because the others didn't come up very well. Over here is some more bush beans. Put down some more seed. And then over there, and over there as well. I've also got some little tomatoes, tomato plants that are popping up along the back sides of these. It's a tomato, that's a tomato, that's a tomato. So we've got different tomato plants. And then from this fence post around over to where that little rock is, I've already got corn coming up. These are corn. You can see the little corns. I've also got a cucumber or a squash coming up there. And then these are my pole beans. See my little pole beans there? So I've got corn and pole beans. That looks like a squash. So I've got corn, pole beans, and some squash popping up. All the way up to that little rock there. And I just haven't gotten out here because it's been hot and rainy, and plus I've been working extra hours at my job. But if you notice going up the fence there, you know, you can tell where I've dug along there. I've got different things planted in here. You can see little things popping up there. I forget what I put right here. That's a squash plant. I think I put some kind of greens along through here. And I also have onions. You can see the onion tops through there. I've got some cucumbers popping up. Plus, along all up through there, I put bell pepper seeds. And over here you can see some cucumbers popped up as well. But as I walk up through here, I see different cucumbers, onions, things that have popped up. They're loving this rain. There's another one, look like a straggler back there. But yeah, they're loving this rain. And all along through here, I've got some different peppers, like bell peppers and things. And then there's a pole bean plant there. And these are some kind of squash. I forget which type. And then still along through here, I've got different things like cucumbers. I've got some bell peppers that have sprouted. It's kind of hard to see them right now. These are some little cucumber plants I transplanted out here yesterday. And then this big area here, I'm gonna take it all the way from that fence up to over here, even with this 4x4 up to that side of my low walk path. So this whole bed here is, I'm digging and turning over. I'm getting weeds out, grass and roots out, digging and turning it over so that I'm going to fill this in with yellow squash. So this whole bed's going to be yellow squash, and I've already got those growing. They're up on a deck on the other side of the house, and they're in little solo cups, but they're getting big. So it's time for me to go ahead and move them out to the garden. And then after I do this is going to be the yellow squash. Then I'm going to find me a spot to do all the zucchini squash. And then I've got some spaghetti squash. Then I've got some butternut squash. Then I've got buttercup squash. Whew. I need to clean up in the rows here. I'll probably come through with a little hoe and kind of hoe all that down. And I'm going to get me something to put in between. Make the, I mean, this stuff here, whatever you call that, the gardening fabric stuff is good, but it only lasts a couple of years. You know, you see where it's torn here or there. I do have cardboard under there. But for the most part, you know, after a while it just falls apart. So I'm going to have to get something to fill in. Make it pretty, I guess you could say. Alright. Wish me luck on my gardens. I'm going to be working on this tomorrow morning, finishing this up all the way over to here. Give me a thumbs up, let me know what you think. And won't be long until I'm doing a cook, or get whatever I can out of the garden and cook it up. And this one kind of got, I don't know what happened to this right here, but ooh, it came off. But look at that turnip. That thing is huge. I think it's time for me to get that turnip out and take it in and wash it up and cook it. And we got various different turnips down in here. I need to get the weeds out. But yeah, that one turnip right there probably lasts 3 or 4 meals or more. Huge turnip. But yeah, wish me luck on my gardens.